How's it going, guys? Jon and Cody back. We have 2 boxes here, which means we have another blind reveal. Not just 1, but 2. But this is part 1. Stay tuned. We have 7 cards coming at you in just a second. All right, guys, so like I said, this is part 1 of this order. This has both my cards and Jim McJohn's cards. We're gonna go with Jim McJohn's cards first. He has 4 in this order, and then I have 3 fairly good cards in this order. This was kind of a last second deal. I had actually submitted 25 cards ahead of this order, which somehow has not come back yet. This one jumped it, not sure why, but anyway, these were 3 cards that I had left over that didn't quite make it in that first one.
And can I just say that Jim and Jon has no base cards in this.
No base cards?
And they're all quarterbacks.
No basement Jon, which is a great thing. So I love this first card. So this is the Joe Burrow Premier level. I don't know what color it is.
It should be a red prism.
Red prism. So let's go ahead.
According to my notes, yep.
It is indeed a red prism, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like the orange prisms that Select had this year for the Joe Burrow cards.
Yeah.
So I don't have any of Jon's pre-grades. Just looking at this off the rip, looks a little bit OC up and down. We'll see if that makes a difference. And it got a 9. Okay. So that, I mean, just looking at this, that's kind of what I would have thought that it was going to get based off of the centering. So not a bad card. Joe Burrow probably goes for about $60 if I had to guess.
$25.
25
as a PSA 9.
That's like raw.
Unless I looked at it wrong. Which I was trying to do these on the fly before this video, but I think it's $25.
Could be. I don't know. What do I know? I didn't look at anything. All right, so this is Justin Fields. Unfortunately, maybe the starter, maybe not be the starter.
Probably
He's
not.
playing with Russell Wilson over there in Pittsburgh now, so maybe he finds some luck in a new location in Pittsburgh. Who knows? But this is not a base card. It is a purple shock optic that he has here.
Yep.
So... again, don't know anything about these cards. It looks fairly centered, and he got a
9.
mint 9.
Okay.
Mint 9.
And what makes me second guess my comps is the fact that a 9 of that Donald optic sells for the same as a Joe Burrow.
Well, that could, yeah.
Could be, maybe not. The Joe Burrow PSA 10 was $90 to $100 plus, so even if it's not 25, it's probably
it might be right.
much
It might
higher.
be right. Okay, so he's got a 2-attack of Ialoa optic prism here. Is this what color?
This should be a blue hyper.
Blue hyper. There it is. Looks pretty centered right off the cusp there. Looks like a nice card. I think 2 is primed for a pretty big season here.
I think so too. Contract year, a lot of weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and make him a deal. Or did they franchise tag him?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't been tracking.
We'll see. But he got a Jim and 10. There we go, Jon. That's on the board. So that's a good one. So that's probably the one you want to Jim. Maybe the Burrow. Fields is what it is. But I like that Tua card.
That's actually the most valuable card out of his entire submission at 125 for the 10.
125 for the 10.
Yep.
No idea what he has in these cards, but you know, we submitted these at the $17 rate.
Yep.
So, all right. So we got a Justin Herbert. This is club level. What color? White prism. That back centering is a little bit off, but as we know, PSA, it doesn't even look at the back. So there it is. The front looks nice. I like that. So that looks nice and centered. Left and right, great. Maybe slightly thicker on the top, but not bad at all. We got a Jim Mint 10. There you go, Jim Mint Jon. You finished strong with 2 Jim Mints with the Tua and the Justin Herbert. What's the Herbie go for?
The Herbie's looking at about $100.
$100, so not bad. Redemption from those first 2 cards. So we're gonna go ahead and move to my 2 cards. These are the 3 cards rather. These are the 3 that just snuck into this order. Picked up a Kevin Durant card. I was looking for some Bowman Chrome. This one is numbered at a 2999, so 2,999. So not that rare. I did think this was gonna get a 9. Because of the centering. So it's not bad, but it was a little bit thick on the left as opposed to the right.
Yeah.
And we did get a mint 9. So exactly what I thought it was going to get. Still a really cool card.
Yeah.
I think at a 9, I might make a couple bucks off of it. I think
$95 is the recent comp.
Yeah, $95 in total. I have about 84 into this. So not terrible. Pretty cool card though. Kevin Durant, future Hall of Famer.
For sure.
All right. So I picked up one Bryce Young
I hate that you did.
Silver Prism. Why do you hate it?
He's a Panther, man.
He is a Panther, but it was a decent deal on a Silver Prism. Who knows how he's going to do this year? It's kind of it's his sophomore season, so he's going to have to show something this year. I don't really plan on keeping this past preseason, though, just because it's so volatile. Yeah. But this card looked really clean to me, really centered. No really imperfections that I can remember, but this was like 2 months ago. Pre-graded it a 10, Cody.
All right.
And it is a Gem Mint 10. Let's go. That's a big card.
And even though some of us are non-believers, the PSA 10 of the silver actually goes for $200 right now.
$200, and
Did it come up? You had 95?
Yep, 95 into it. So it's like double. Maybe a little less after eBay takes their substantial cut, but that's a sweet card. It's a Silver Prism PSA 10.
Super liquid.
Yeah,
it is the Silver Prism. So
somebody else who's pretty hot, hard to get a hold of is Jordan Love. Perhaps the future franchise of the Green Bay Packers. Some may say. Some may say. So this is an airborne out of 35. I don't remember what color that is.
This should be a purple.
Purple out of 35. So good luck finding a comp on this, because you're not going to find one.
I didn't.
No. But I thought this was a really nice card. I thought the centering was great. Surface looked good to me. Corners, edges, everything. So guess what I graded this, Cody?
I'm assuming a 10.
And we got a Gem Mint 10. I was spot on with my accuracy. 9, 10, 10.
Yeah.
So that's 100% accuracy for John. Let's go. And
who knows about Jim and John, but let's just give him the benefit of the doubt and say that
he probably nailed it too. He probably was spot on.
Wow.
So at a PSA 10, awesome card. Obviously, it's just an insert, but it is a prism out of 35 of a hot quarterback.
Yep.
May not be the most liquid of sets, but I think I can probably sell this for maybe $200 or so. And I think I had 70-ish into this.
70-something.
After grading.
There was a comp. There was a red prism, which is a higher number. I think it's maybe like 50, 75.
I think red is 75.
So that one sold for 125. There's not much volume, but as a 10, it sold for 125.
Okay.
So you would think probably 200 is a safe bet.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro. I love these cards. I'm glad that I shipped them off.
And these are just your leftovers.
These are my leftovers.
Starting to sound like me.
Well,
just
you gotta have some leftovers. I pulled them out of the refrigerator. I was like, that looks good. I'll send them with Cody.
That's awesome. Congrats.
So, thank you guys. So that is the return. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know. A couple $100.
I don't know if John enjoyed it, but he'll see them soon. He doesn't know what he's got yet, but we're gonna deliver them and let him reveal them on his own. But anyways, this is part 1. Cody's got 30 cards coming at you next week, all from his PC. Let's see what he's got next week. We'll see you then.